All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 180! I got you. You're over. Hey, Lou. Check 52.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's just me and you. Check 50. Sunday.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Howard running left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. 180! He's crossing. He's checking credit. Great.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Oh, yeah.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Sproles. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What we got?
Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Ryan. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They go play action now. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting game. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 59, 59. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Trade 15. Come on now, let's go. General West. 59.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Whip. Watch the whip. Ram.
This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Pull it together. Kill. Hey, 22 jet bombers. Hey, empty.
A give to Howard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike is 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Go. Waiting. Check. No. I'm coming. Hey, stand. Check 24. Mike 5'9".
Wentz going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one from MetLife Stadium. Plenty of storylines in this one. OBJ's return. You've got Mayfield and Darnold, first 2 QBs taken last year. Browns and Jets. That's 8:15 Eastern tomorrow night. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
21. Hey, you don't want to see me. Let him go.
Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. 53, Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Check nine.
Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone for Jones. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Anito Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a first down. Now here's Olison. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On second and goal, Ryan, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on now, let's go. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Connects with Sanu right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz, screen pass to Sproles. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Sproles lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. They find some open field here. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On first down, Ryan.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here we go. Waiting. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got Sanu. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We don't want this. Go, Mike.
From the gun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brandon Graham, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Sproles. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
80, blue 80, blue 80. Check. Here I come again.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Stop your whining.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Check. Wait.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick-6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Check, 45.
Great finish, son.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety, check safety.
Win 5-3, win 5-3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the gun, Ryan.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes it's through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when we talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Green, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now Wentz on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Ready. Mike 51. Better bring it. You better bring it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan, and the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down. Here's Ryan to throw. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Ryan wants to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Tuesday.
Check 53's Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. They've got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, Ryan. The 20. And Green with a catch left side. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Eagles take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Hey, Buck.
I smell fear in that offense.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wentz on the keeper.
Done. 120.
45. Get your swerve on.
Wait, son.
And they take a knee.
Wentz on the keeper.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And so for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.